Hey guys, how's it going? Just wanted to do a quick video on the Land Rover S1. It's a mobile phone by Sonim. This is a rugged phone. This is the phone. I got the orange color. It's a GSM phone. Let's see if that focuses in. It doesn't, but it's a GSM phone. It's got a slot for a micro SD card. I've actually opened the box. I just wanted to just make a quick video and share with you. I've seen a lot of videos of this phone on YouTube, but I haven't seen one just a simple video in English at least. There's a couple of I've used this phone for a couple of days now. I charged it, and I'll go quickly over the specs and some of the menu items to show you. First of all, I've opened the box, and the phone comes in this box. It's got the regular charger, the CD user guide. It's got a quick user manual. It's really a quick user manual, just to put the battery in, turn the phone on, that's it. If you want anything more, you have to look at the user guide provided in the CD format. You just have to put that in the computer and just have a look. Other than that, nothing much. Very minimalistic package. I've got these headsets. I've already taken the charger out. It's got a belt clip and a holster. That's it. It's got a charger and a USB sync cable, which on its own is a nightmare to use. But not the cable, but I guess trying to sync your phone is just ridiculous. It happens after a lot of fighting and the Sonim software. First of all, you gotta find the Sonim software for the Land Rover, which is on its own a difficult one. But yeah, it's got it uses a mini USB instead of a micro USB. So I guess this is basically not a smartphone. It is just a rugged phone if you're in an extreme environment. If you work in a construction site, or you're in an environment which has a lot of dust. If you work, it's basically dust proof, shock proof, waterproof, and as well it can withstand high temperatures and low temperatures actually. So anyway, let me put the battery in. It's got some good a lot of cons, but there's some good pros as well, like the shockproof and dustproof stuff I told you. The battery is let me see, I think it is, yeah, it's 1750 milliampere battery, and that is quite a lot, because this is, like I said, it's not a smartphone, it's not a 3G phone, it's not a touchscreen phone, and that's supposed to last at least 4 or 5 days without a charge. It actually comes with a small screwdriver, really thin one. I'll show you here, but I forgot that in the car, so I couldn't. Anyway, it comes with a screwdriver which looks exactly like this, but of course, it's much smaller. It's very thin. That's just to put the battery cover back on, and it did have a sticker on there before to tighten the screws, not too tight, just tighten the screws enough so it makes basically the seal. So it makes a seal, and the water will not go through. So let me just quickly tighten that a bit. So trying to use. Alright, there we go. Anyway, so yeah, This is the Land Rover S1. I don't know if you can read it, but it is IP67 certified. It's water submersible. It's shock proof. That's what it says there. I don't think it's focusing today. Camera is not focusing at all, but that's what it says. It is a bulky, it's a brick, that's for sure. You can see the armor here, hard rubber armor here. It does take care of the phone. It's got a 2-megapixel camera with a LED flash. This is the loudspeaker. It is quite loud because if you're in a construction area or a loud area, you should be able to hear the phone. And if you're in a place where you absolutely cannot hear the phone, then you can of course put the phone on vibrate mode as well. So here's the startup. Just put my SIM in there. All right. So yeah, it is Bluetooth. It's got Bluetooth. It is it's got FM. It's got GPS, of course. This model does. There's a lot of Sonim models that don't even have the camera on there. It's got Bluetooth. I've been able to connect it to my car stereo, but it doesn't download the contacts. But it takes a micro SD card. I saw on gsmarina.com and various other sites where people are complaining that they put their micro SD card in and it doesn't read it, although it doesn't say anywhere in the box or even in the manual that I can tell. I tried a 8 GB, I tried a 16, I tried a 4 GB. Sorry, I didn't try a 4 GB. I tried an 8 and a 16 GB. It wouldn't read it. I thought maybe something was wrong with my micro SD card, but I tried a 2 GB card and it worked. So apparently I think the limit for this phone is a 2 GB micro SD card. So that's something that a lot of people, I believe, are not aware of. So yep, it's very basic, as you can see. There's nothing too great. I mean, you've got your for example, in your settings, not a whole lot, security settings. It does have some profiles, so that's nice. And you've got your personal, car, flight mode, home, meeting, outdoor. You have your few display options here. In the sounds, you have some ringtones, just the regular stuff, kind of like a Nokia, like an old Nokia running off the old Symbian platforms. It's not exactly, it's not a Symbian or anything like that, but it's just very close to it. It's not very difficult to use, very easy to use. The buttons are nice. It's got a good click to it, and they've designed this so if you're wearing gloves, you can easily punch these buttons. So it's easy to use. Actually, it's very user friendly because it is one of the old the phone interfaces based on the old models. It's nothing fancy. It's not a smartphone. So messages, phone book, tools, applications. There's not a whole lot. Got FM radio, some Java applications you can download, like the GPS, the map. It is a 2G phone. It is not a 3G phone. So probably that's why the battery lasts a long time. I threw the phone around just to test it out, and I just got a little bit of, I can't even call it a scratch, it's just like a scuff. And this is after throwing the phone on, around on a carpet, though, a carpeted area. Just threw it like 5 meters, threw it at 2 meters, just a quick test. Nothing major. I won't be driving over this phone or anything. This is not a phone given to me for free by somebody to test. I did purchase this phone, so it's got a nice the only thing that it doesn't have, which I've noticed in most phones, you can uh, you can program these buttons, 2 through 9 for speed dial. In this you can do that. In these there are already shortcuts for other, like you have this shortcut for a message, this is for the contacts, up is for something else, and you can change these to whatever you want. Same thing here. If I hold down the 6 button, that's the alarm. If I hold down the 5 button, that's the torch. And you can program these as well, so they don't have a speed dial where you can program the numbers, but if they do actually, but it's only limited to 4 names, and I just happen to have programmed it on the button 4. If you hit that button, you can only program 4 speed dials. That's it. So that was a bit different. Haven't seen a phone which is incapable of programming numbers 2 through 9 as a speed dial for numbers, but it's very easy to use. Quickly just hit the down button, type whatever name you want, and as soon as it pops up, hit send, and you're good to go. It's nothing fancy, very simple. That's about it. I mean, here I'll just go over the hardware of the phone. This is where you have the mini USB and the headset. I believe, I don't think it's a 3.5mm jack. It does look like it, but I can't tell if it is. And just have to hold this in, push it in nicely to make it waterproof. You can hear it click. So anyway, on the left you have a quick button. This I don't think you can program, but if you press this button, it goes directly into the menu. The phone book. You have the volume up and down here, buttons here, and then you have the camera button here. Camera is alright, it's not bad. It's decent for a 2-megapixel camera. It's got the LED flash with it. It's not bad at all. It does the job if you need to take something really quickly. I mean, it's a 2-megapixel camera. What can you say about that? Nowadays, you've got 8, 10, 12 megapixel cameras, 16 if you've seen the other video I have, which has the Japanese phone in there. So yeah, I mean, this is one of those basic phones, and you really appreciate the using a basic phone nowadays. I mean, nowadays you've got all these smartphones, like the one I'm using now to make a video. I'm using the Galaxy S2. There's so much you can do, Facebook and whatnot on this phone. You can just do anything on a smartphone now. But when you come across a phone like this, just to use, if you're making calls, if you're making a lot of calls, work related or non-work related, just want to use a phone for calls, can't beat a simple phone like this. I mean, it's not cheap. So I hope Sonim comes out with some more features in the future models they release. But really pleasing to use. Just a simple phone away from all the new gadget stuff that they have, the social stuff that they have. So it's not bad at all. That's about it. Oh yeah, one more thing. The battery, I don't know if I can bring that close here, but actually I can't. You won't be able to see it at all. But the battery is it has 4 bars basically, and this is the end of the 2nd day, and I've been using this phone and it hasn't come down a single bar yet. So I believe this battery is probably going to last me more than 4 days on a single charge. And I use my phone a lot. I don't use it moderately, I use it quite a bit. So moderately, if you use it, I believe it could last you 1 week. I've also heard people complaining on the internet about the battery life, and that's what I was scared of when I charged this phone. But the battery says you have to give it 2 to 3 charges and discharges for the battery to take full effect. But looks like the first charge I've done, end of the 2nd day, it's still showing me 100%. So I know you guys can see it right now, but here we go. So it's not clear, but there's the battery sign on the right, and then you start with a really small bar, second, third, and fourth. And that is something else. I mean, I can't tell you, I haven't seen a phone yet. I mean, this is the first phone I've seen that is actually going to last me more than 2 or 3 days on a single charge. That is something great. So yep, sorry the video was supposed to be a short one, but turned out to be a long one. But I hope you enjoyed it. This is the Sonim Land Rover S1 rugged phone, military grade, orange color. Thanks. Take care.